being recorded now. Now minimize this and switch over to your browser, which.
Yeah, okay, sir. Fine. And I will start with this one. Yes, sir.
Yes, now you can try to open any of the files, all of them will be opening. So Python crash course, we were at.
Yeah.
Yes,
So this
so
is
we
the
have.
introduction session.
Yeah, first class, right? So we have discussed data types. If you run this and control enter, for running it is control enter. Yeah, and for running and moving to the next cell is shift enter. Now you do shift enter. So your cursor will come to the next line, right? If you want to add a new line after running the present line, you have to do alt enter.
Okay, sir. Like why I'm doing this is I have two things, which is 1 plus 1344 and 1 plus 32. So
Okay.
which one is getting executed? I am checking. I
Both
think
of
this one is
both
getting.
of both of them are executed, but by default the last one is only getting printed. If you write 5 instructions
Okay.
there, all of them will be executed, but you will get the output only for the last one, because it is by default. You are not printing. If you print both of these, you will get the output of both of these. Print 1 plus 1344, print 1 plus 32. If you do print option, then you will see the output for both. You can save this result in a variable. You can do that print A, print B, like that also you can use.
Okay, sir. Nice.
So like
Okay, sir.
this 1 plus 32 is being printed by default because there is out written in front of 33. But this 1345 is the result of this print operation. Okay.
Okay, sir. So 4
Yes.
into 3 star asterisk. Okay. 2 power 4. Okay. 4 divided by 2. Remainder is 0. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yes, sir. So name of the variable. And here, like you are defining this thing, it is more or less like underscore is there, no, sir?
Yes, yes. So because if you want to define a name which is like something, so suppose you are working with an actual robot, so it will have multiple parts, and you have to define, okay, right hand of robot. So you can, yeah, you can define like in just one line, right hand robot, your right hand of robot, or you can use underscore as a space, because your variable name cannot contain space, right? So if you have written name space of space where is equal to 20 is equal to Vinay, it will throw an error. So the variable name should not contain any space. It should not start with a number. Okay, so there are some systems or rules that should be followed. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, no problem, sir.
Excuse me. Okay, so printing, yes, we have seen. You just go through it, and we can cover like in next 5 to 10 minutes whatever is remaining. Then I guess he will also join. Chaitanya will also join.
Okay, sir.
So this Sam with rupees 12, it's just a statement. We are directly printing this complete line. In the next line, I am filling this print statement with some variables. Okay. So here, if I want to change anything in the line you are currently in, it will not, we have to do it manually. So this will not work because every string should be inside quotes, single quotes. You have used 2 quotes in the beginning.
Yes, sir. I'm checking, sir. Okay, sir.
So you did not try to run this like yesterday or the day before when I shared.
No, sir. I was finding it difficult to install Anaconda 3.
Okay.
That's why today I installed it completely and I
Okay.
wanted
Okay.
to
Fine. Fine.
run.
Fine.
Yes, sir. And it would be better, sir, that you can share it, recorded videos over Google Drive.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure. So can we move ahead?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So this will not do anything. It will give you an error because you have to define your list first. So it was defined when I ran the program in my computer. Now you are opening this for the first time. So you have to define my list. Go above and run the cell where my list is defined. Where are you defining that this is my list? This is a list of numbers. Nothing will run. Nothing will run unless you define my list. So in line 49, my list is being defined, the line above. If you run this, now every line will run. Now you can run the below line also. So you have to define now by running this line, my list is equal to ABC. You told, okay, there is a variable called my list and it has 3 values, right? So if you do my list 1, you will have B. Minus 1 will have D.
Okay.
Now, if you run this cell, my list 0 is equal to new, and you run the my list again, you will see A will be gone, and you will have a new item in place of A. These are dictionaries. So you have to run the line which is defining. Yes, this time first. Booleans are used to store for no, you cannot change it to 1. It will be 1. So just to show true and false. These are just two kind of output that Boolean can store. Tuples are just like list, but you cannot edit. You cannot edit or change any element of tuple. So if you run this thing, it will not run. Tuple object does not support item assignment. That means once tuple is created, you cannot edit or change any of its item. Just like list, whatever you do, you cannot change.
0 is 1. Okay.
So this means in place in the go to the tuple T in the index 0, whatever is there, you change it to the new item which I am writing here. If you change it here, it will work because this is the creation. So new should be in quotes if it is a string. Otherwise, Python will treat any W as a variable. Yeah, now you. So this line does not mean anything. Yeah. Now it is 0. Yes. If you change it to any other thing, it will not work.
Okay.
So that is just to show the difference between tuple and list. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Now we have sets. So in sets, if you pass anything as an argument, you will only get unique elements. So there will be no repeated elements. So you need not to pass them in double brackets, only one curly bracket. So it will not work. Only one yeah, now you pass, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So you will get all the unique items.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So you can perform comparisons in Python, like any logical comparison. It will give you an answer, logical answer.
No. Okay, it is more or less like the logic gates what we use.
Yes, exactly, like logic gates.
Yeah. So we don't have a complement here in logic operators.
Complement, I think, like you complement, I mean, instead of this, get everything else, like that, no?
Yeah.
So I think we can define a complement function by using these, but maybe you can check if we have a complement function. So if elif and else statements works based on a condition. If this thing, something is true, do this. Elif something else is true, then do some other thing. So we can use this kind of logic to manage our program. So you can maybe try to define a program where, like, based on student marks, you can output their first division, second division, third division. You can just do alt enter, alt enter, alt enter, alt plus enter, alt and enter keys together.
Yeah.
No. It is just enter, alt key, alt key, and enter together.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, sir.
You are doing alt enter.
Yeah, alt
enter together. Press them together, you will get a new line.
Yeah.
I think you are not pressing the alt key. You are just pressing enter.
Yeah.
Whether the alt key is working in your computer. Try with the other alt.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll try.
See?
It's opening.
Go back. Yeah. Now you do alt enter. Alt enter. Click inside and do alt enter. Yeah, this should happen. Now you define a variable which will store the student mark, and based on that student marks, you write a if and else loop for printing first position, second position, third position, or division. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So if
first define a variable called student marks or just marks. So you can keep name the variable as marks only. Marks is equal to no. This is you are defining a variable. The name of the variable is variable. Here it is. Yeah, marks is equal to. You should put some number. It should not be string. Na marks are numbers. So put some random number 75, 60. Do not put in inverted commas. Yeah. Now you check. Put a condition on marks in if, elif, and else. No. What is student? The program will not understand. Na? You have defined marks. So just do marks less greater than 60. So what is the division generally? If the marks are greater than 80, first division. If the marks are between 60 and 80, it should be second division. If the marks are less than 60, it should be third division. So these are the three conditions which you have to code here.
The marks is less than 60. Print.
Yeah. Print, yeah, third division.
Okay. Else.
Yeah. So you have to define
Copy
this condition. Marks less than 60. Print third division. Marks less than 80 but greater than 60, then print second division, else third division, like this. Just give me a minute, I need to
Sure, I will try.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, hello Chaitanya.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine. No, it's just that I had a different class before this, so.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem.
Hello, Anup, am I audible? I think Chaitanya has also joined.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. I think, can you just verify this, sir? What I have done?
Run this. So now you will not get any
control.
output. So there is, because your marks are 60, but there is no case which handles 60. I think Chaitanya can help you. What is wrong? You put 76, yeah, it will run. Second division, put 86.
Understood, sir. Yeah, so it is more or less like when marks is equal to 60, it should be between 60 and 80, no, sir? Else if condition, what is that? The
it
marks.
should be
Oh.
equal to or more than, I think.
Yes.
Okay. It should be greater than. Okay. Got it.
Greater than or equal to.
Got it. So it will not take like 60, including 60, it will not take.
Yeah. Yes. So you have to include the equal to case.
So even if I give 59, it will give 30, third division. So I have defined it as 60. I should not give it as 60. So if I give 80, then it will show a second division, not third division, like first division.
Yeah, so whatever, so if you include is equal to 80 in the second condition, it will print second condition. If is equal to is included in the last condition, in LF you do not have to print a 90, do 90, change the marks to 90.
Yeah. Okay. So even in 80, it would be like
Is equal to
second or first. Yeah.
is
Yeah.
equal to marks less than equal to it.
Yeah.
And in the LF, so you have written the LF condition, right? So the third one can be just else. Else and print, because you need not to write this specific condition.
So yeah. Okay, sir. So can anyone guide me, sir? Here? Hello.
Yes. Now
Yes.
colon print enter. Else colon enter. Yeah. Else. Yeah. Now they remove this space. So there is no space here. Should not be. Yeah. Now you run this.
Okay, sir.
That is correct.
Fine, sir. No problem.
Hi Chaitanya,
Okay,
did you
sir.
try the
We'll go on to
exercises?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Which one?
So I shared in the WhatsApp group, na?
Those ones I didn't, sir. Those I didn't.
So they are the same which I shared previously with you. So have you tried them?
No, sir. I will try.
Okay, so maybe we can ask Anup to open there and we can start programming, right? So anyway, guys, you need to do your homework on time. Otherwise, this class time will go into homework.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, if you can tell us what to do for what day, we can do that, sir.
Yeah. So I'll before like every class now I'll just explain. So this is your homework. You have to do this, and I am sharing the files, right?
Yes.
So basically, in all the notebooks, you can see that all the questions are there, and you just have to write your answers. And I also shared the answer scripts also, like the correct answers.
Okay.
So in any case, if you face any doubt, so everything is there. So again, can you go to the home folder? No, the first tab of your browser.
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you can open maybe like this one, the fifth, number 5. Now, so number 4 is the exercise. Number 5 is the exercise plus solutions. Open the number 4. Number 4 you open first. Yeah. So this is what we were doing and day before yesterday in the class, right? So it is scroll down. It will be blank by default. Scroll down.
No, I think this I just
So this is
Chaitanya, yeah, this one, yeah, Booleans.
so this we discussed day before yesterday, and it is only the exercise, right? So there is no answer. Now you open the number 5. 5, the next one.
Yeah, okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So there you can see the blanks are filled it with the correct answer. So you can try with the exercise file and check your answer in the solution file. That will be the best way.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right. So just okay. So I think we had discussed this one. Now open the new exercise file, which we have not discussed yet.
Crash course exercises. 3.
Yeah. So this is we have discussed earlier. You can open this one also. You have not discussed. Yeah. Just go to the open the second one. 2.
Yeah, 3 is done, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So 3 is the solution. The 2 is the question.
Yeah.
So this is exercise.
Okay.
Open the second one. So it is exactly the same thing. So here you have blank. Instead of blank, you will have correct answers in the answer notebook. Okay. Just give me a minute.
Anup?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. What was the exercise you were doing previously? Like when I just joined, which one were you doing?
It is the previous class what I have missed. I was just brushing it up.
Oh, okay.
So am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to connect to a new screen because this screen is flickering. And I'm not able to do that successfully. The HDMI cables are fading. Okay. Yeah, it's better now. Yeah. Okay. So let me remove this text.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I think so. Now you can scroll down quickly wherever you get stuck. You can try that because we have
Yes, sir. So 7 star 4 will be 7 power 4.
yes
That is 2401, sir. Yeah.
yeah.
And in the same line it is there. And this is I'm not getting, sir. Split this string.
Okay. So yes. Now when you put a string, if you put a string, like suppose string is equal to hide a sum, it'll count itself as one whole string. Like if you put it on the double quotes, so to split it into, like how you're seeing down there in the output, we used string dot split, I think.
So there is a
Yeah, the
method.
string dot split.
So string as should be defined. So a string as in any variable which is storing a string in itself. So we have predefined methods in Python for strings where I can split. So S first to define this string, any string you define, any sentence you define in any in a variable. So variable can be, yeah, the variable name should be meaningful. I'm writing a sentence, so it should be S or sentence or new variable, new where also you can do just where, right? So we need to like keep it short and meaningful. So just you can name it S. S is, yeah, this is also fine. New wire is equal to you write any sentence in that. No S, just write any sentence. First we have to define the string, right? So this I can read from my eyes that it is written S is equal to hi there Sam, right? So now I have to define this, tell the computer, right? So now you have to put this thing in a inside quotes because
String.
yeah, everything inside quotes. Yes. This is a meeting. Now correct. You now run shift enter, control enter. Sorry, alt enter you do because we need a new line. Alt enter.
Yeah.
And now you print a new wire. Just write new wire and control enter. Yeah, print is also fine. New wire also is fine because if you run only one thing in one line, you will see the output. New wire and control enter. Control enter. Yeah, so this is a meeting. Now you want to split. So this is a collection of words. We humans can understand because how many words are there? There are 4 words. Because this space means so space is the connection between one word and the second word. Okay. And based on that, we form the meaning of the sentence. So for Python, space is a special character, just like A, B, C, D, any other character, space is a character. So I can split. I can ask Python to cut the string wherever it finds a space. So you can do new var dot split, new var dot split, and bracket open, bracket close, normal parenthesis bracket. Yeah, run it. Control enter. Right now it is giving me what? This is a word meeting because it is splitting at blank space. Right now you inside the split, you write I. Inside the split, you write I. Inside quotes, of course. Of quotes, always quotes. If it is a string, you put it inside quotes. Yeah, now run this. You will get what? At every
I is getting eliminated.
Yeah. Exactly. And see, the space is being recorded. S space A space meet. So this whole thing is as one. So I can split at any place I want. Now go to the next question. I think Chaitanya will be able to help you all through this because he just did it last week only. Yeah, so it will split at E. So you are getting a blank, nothing you are getting because there are two E's together. So between two E's, there is nothing.
Yes. So it is just like fill up the blanks in quotes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir. So we'll go to the next one. So given the variables, planet equals Earth, diameter is 12742. Use dot format to print the following string. The diameter of the Earth is 12742 kilometers.
So this question is exactly same as the notes in the notebook we saw. Sam withdrew 12 rupees from bank. Right. So it is exactly like the same like that. So you try to do it.
Format. We have to define the print.
Yeah. First you have to define. Yeah. So it is defined. Now you define the structure. You can refer to the notes. No problem. You can go back to the Python crash course.
I will try, sir. I will try.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Everything should be inside quotes. It is a string.
Sorry. 1 minute.
So
I was about to put that.
Yeah, Python will treat, if there are no strings, Python will treat everything as a variable. It will try to search for its meaning, which is not there. It will not find. Yeah. Diameter of, so the bracket, these are not the brackets used. You are right. Brackets will be used, but curly brackets. Yeah. Curly, not this one. Yeah. So first you just define a placeholder, just an empty space which should be filled by other things. Right.
Okay.
So inside quotes, keep writing inside quotes. Yeah. Space bar. Dot format will be inside the bracket. Inside the bracket. Dot, because just after this string, I want to address this formatting is for this particular string. No space between bracket and format. Now you pass. No. So Earth is, first of all, Earth is like, it should be a variable. But you have already given a planet name, which should it refer to? So just write planet. Earth, planet as a variable, because planet is a variable. Okay, so above you have defined planet and diameter both, right? So I should just should be using planet and diameter names.
Okay, even if the planet is changed, I think it will take
Yes. So just write planet and diameter. Planet and diameter without quotes, just like the variable names. Without quotes. So Anup, whatever, if anything is not a variable, then it should be inside quotes. And planet, comma, diameter, change the P to small p.
Okay.
Now close the bracket. Yes. and close the bracket. Print bracket is not closed. Yeah, and there is no space between print and bracket. Yes, now you run this. So it is showing error, right?
Name planet is not defined.
So we have not run the above cell. The cell above, you should run this first. Run this, now you run this again. So planet is not defined. Right, so this spelling is mistake. See, check the diameter of the planet, this one, the other one, inside the quotes.
The diameter.
So instead, so just remove the quotes. So just remove this planet. Inside the quotes, remove the planet. Remove planet and remove diameter, just keep the brackets. Remove planet, remove diameter. Now run it. Now run. Right, it is giving. Now what you can do now in the format, you write both the places, you write planet. Instead of diameter, write planet. Now you run. Okay, so it is, you are getting earth at both the places. Now instead of planet at the first one, you write earth. For dot format, earth planet. Yeah. So earth. No. Sorry. Write diameter planet. Sorry, diameter planet. Sorry. Diameter, not planet. Diameter. So basically, both of these spaces, fill in the blanks which we have given in the string, they are addressing to this formatting index wise. First one is diameter, first fill in the blanks diameter. Second fill in the blanks should be planet. So if there are like 5 fill in the blanks, so we should keep in mind the sequence. Otherwise, if suppose there are 100 fill in the blanks in my string, I cannot remember the sequence. I can provide an ID. So inside the curly bracket, you write 1, 2, or whatever, A, B, C, D, whatever you want. Inside the curly brackets, you write 1 to anyone or any. So this should be meaningful. Now you do SDFG is equal to diameter inside format, dot format, inside format. Yeah, inside format, you write SDFG is equal to diameter, is equal to planet. Yeah, and a comma, you write 1, 2, 3, 4 is equal to diameter. Run it. So basically it should be a string, right? So you want in your ID, show your key value. These are like key value pairs. So it should be inside string here also. Inside the curly bracket also, you should put them inside in string. Yeah, put them inside a string. Yeah. So basically it can be any key, 1, 2, 3, or you can directly write.
So does the number have to be in the string?
Yeah.
No, like can't the number just be like the normal value without the bracket?
Yeah, it should work. Now run this. There is some other error. What is the error?
I think you put in the format he put 1, 2, 3, 4 under brackets, no sir, under the quotes.
Just remove this. Write 1 and 2. ONE1 TWO2. Right. Instead of SDFG, you do ONE1. SDFG inside the brackets, quotes. Just write normal number 1 and 2, just in English, plain English. Inside quotes only, no, without quotes. Just like 1 without quotes. So this is the key, because quotes, if we put quotes, it will change the meaning. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 should be. Yeah. Now you run this, it will work. Now do 1, 2, 3, 4 without quotes. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 without quotes. Now you run this. So you change this 1, 2, 3, 4 into just 2, TWO2 inside the string. Just write 2. and you run this. So it is fine. So basically these are two roll numbers. So in place of 1, you put the value of planet. In place of 2, you put the value of diameter. So we can use this thing if there are multiple variables I need in my string. Okay, fill in the blanks.
Sir, this won't work with integers.
I think it will work. Just write 1 and 2 integer inside this curly brackets. I think it should work. So it does not works with number. It will not work with number.
Okay.
So you have to just use a key value pair. You have to use a word there, right?
Yes.
Next, we can go ahead to the next.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 1 minute, sir. I'll recall.
Yeah.
Okay. List. Okay. Okay.
So you have to this fetch hello. So just do LST. It's a list. So one thing. Wait. So you write list list. You write list. See, it is coming in green color. That means it's a special keyword for Python. So you should not name your variable which is already a keyword in Python. Just like we have Python, just like we have print. Print is a special keyword. So I cannot create a variable print is equal to something. I should not do that because Python will get confused, right? So if suppose you have in your class there are 2 people with the same name Anup. So teacher calls you Anup, come here, then same problem.
Both of them will go.
Yes. Yeah. So do LST list 1, list 3, list of numbers, whatever you want. So it is already defined, right? Above. First run the above cell. This LST, the above cell above. Run this cell. Run this. It is already defined. Now you can put indexing on top of it. So LST square bracket do 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. With no space, no equal to. Equal to means you are assigning a new value. No space. LS, because I want to go inside LST, which index you want? Say you want 4, right? 4, enter, control enter. Yeah, you got 1. Why? This 4. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So to fetch hello, you should get 3. Do LST 3. Enter. Now this thing is also a list. So inside this, you want to fetch what maybe the second one or the index 1. How will you do that? Because the hello is in the second. Yeah. Do square bracket, write 1. Run this. Right, you got it now. Now you have to fetch what? The third one. Do 2. Third one is not there. The index will be 2 because it starts from 0. Yeah.
0, 1.
Yeah. Hello. Now this thing is also a list. You have to fetch the first element of this list. Getting, because it is in square brackets. Do 0. Yeah. So this is your correct answer. Now fetch the same. Do the same. Yeah.
1 minute, sir. So I have to run this first.
Yeah.
Next.
To define it.
Yeah. So I have to get hello again.
Yeah.
So what I have to do? 1, 0, 1, 2, 3.
No. Watch carefully. No. Watch. So it's a dictionary. There is a key and value. So the key is what? K1. So there is only one element in the dictionary D, if you see it properly. Only key 1 is there. This whole thing is a list till the end. See where the list is ending. The starting square bracket and watch the last one. So this whole thing is just one element. So you have to fetch this first element. fetch this element at. So how do you fetch elements from key? No, this is wrong. It's a dictionary, not a list. So there is no indexing. There is no roll number in dictionary. There is only key and value. So you have to pass key name. Key name is K1. So D bracket, no, right? So inside D, you have to pass D square brackets K1. D square brackets K1 inside strings, inside quotes, because it's a key. Yeah. So you can double click the key and do quotes. It will put on the both sides by itself. Now you enter, control enter, right? So you got a list. Now inside this list, which element you will want to fetch? We want to fetch the element at the index number 4, index number 3, sorry, because this complete thing is an element. So every row is an element. Yeah, do it. Run it. So this thing is now this thing is an dictionary. Now you want to fetch what item of the dictionary? Inside quotes. Okay, so now this thing is what? It's a list because it is coming inside square brackets, right? Now you fetch the next one. Now you have to fetch what? This thing is a dictionary. No. Brackets will remain same. Yeah. So it says 10 minutes of the time remaining, and I have a class from 8, session from 8. Yeah. So basically at 8, from 8 or 8:15, I will be having a session on an introduction to data science. So there are 2 new prospective students who wants to join us. So for them, I will be having a demo. Demo as in like why data science, why should we study data science? This Chaitanya has attended the first demo, which Anoop, I think you have not done. You have not done, right? So if you want,
No,
then
sir,
you can
no,
join.
sir,
Otherwise, so if you want, you can join.
I will join, sir.
Yeah. So it's about basic why data science is important, how to learn data science, how it is being applied, the application, job perspective, everything, right? Just an overview of the process.
Okay.
So if Chaitanya also
Sir,
wants,
Okay, sir.
yeah. So
sir,
hello.
I
Yes,
have a
join.
question.
Yeah. Next question is interesting.
Yeah, I think this is right now, sir. What I have got.
Correct answer. Yeah. Like this. So basically you can stack indexing on top of each other, like K1, 3, tricky, 3, target 3.
Okay, sir.
Like this, you can fetch items. Right now now what is the difference between tuple and a list? So it's written over there. Tuple is immutable. Immutable means you cannot mutate. You cannot change it. Right? Mutation means you are changing some gene information. Right? So you cannot change anything. That's the only difference. Otherwise, they are exactly like list. Right? Now do this question. This is good. And guys, from the next class, I will request you to complete these exercises at home. Do at least
Yes,
go
sir.
through all the questions. And if you have any doubts, that only we can discuss in the class, right? Because we hardly
Okay,
get
sir.
1 hour or 1.5 hour, and if we do the exercise, then maybe we cannot go ahead. As we'll get slowed down, right? So
Yes.
now the question is, so there is a string like the email address. Now you want to get the domain name, gmail.com, ymail.com, yahoo.com, reddit.com, right? So how can you do that? First, define a string. So you have to create a function. Now, do you know, Anoop, what is a function?
No idea, sir. You can just guide me. I will.
Yeah. So basically, if I say call your mother, so you understand call your mother and is a process where you need to take out your phone, dial a number, and call, right? So call your mother, call your father, call your friend. So this calling is a generic thing which you want to which is used repeatedly, right? So any part, any specific portion of code which we want to use repeatedly. Suppose there is a formula. Suppose I want to define a formula for mean of students. So I can use that same formula of mean for class 1, class 2, class 3, class 12. Right? For any class, I can use just that same formula. I need not to write again, add all the numbers, divide the number. Right? So similarly, I can define some snippet of code, some portion of code which I can use repeatedly. So those are called functions. So just like
Mhm.
so it was there, right? I want to discuss that in the start of the class. So if you go to this Python crash course file, the next tab, go to the next tab. Maybe the first one. This is the exercises. Go to the home
Yeah.
page. No, go to the last tab. Last tab. Last tab. It is open. It is
Yeah.
already open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Click the last tab. No, no, the last tab of Google Chrome.
This one, sir.
Yeah, yeah, this one. Yes. Open it. Click.
Yeah. Yes, sir. This one is only open. Yeah.
Open the
1,
last
2, 3,
tab.
4, 5.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. So on your go to the last one. Last, right, right, right. Move right. This one. Click. Click it. It should open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you go down. Go down to functions is there. You can see. Go down. Scroll down. Scroll down.
Lambda expressions, map and filter,
Yeah.
comparison operators,
Function.
data types,
Your voice is breaking, Anup. Maybe your internet connection.
tuple.
Yeah. Go down. Go down to functions. Scroll down. Yeah. Functions. Yes. That's it. That's it. So this is how you define.
Yeah, I'm not having a stable internet right now.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
just
I'm audible.
yes. So this is how you define a function. So just like if and else, we used if keyword and else keyword. Here we will use. I think your screen sharing is off, Anup.
Yeah. I think due to bad. Yeah. 1 minute, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll share. Yes.
Okay. So like this
Yes,
is
sir.
how,
It is available right.
this is how you define a function. You use the keyword def for defining. Then you define write a name for a function. Then what are the arguments or parameters that my function will take? Right. So if you scroll down, maybe wait, let me share my screen. Okay. I'll show you. So you can just watch
I'll
it.
stop. Sir. Yeah, I'll stop.
Okay. Yeah. So can you see the screen?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. So I here like this, I can define any function. So suppose I want to print a define a function which is printing everybody's name, right? It is saying hi Anup or hi Chaitanya like that. So I can define my function like this. Defined hi, the name, it is the argument that my function will take is name, and the default value of name is all, right? Suppose user does not provide me a name. What this function will do is this, whatever I write inside. So it is printing hi, fill in the blanks and fill it with name, right? So let's define this function. If I run hi like this, it will say hi all. If I write hi Chaitanya, it will say hi Chaitanya, right? I can define a function which will give me a square. So this thing is a square. These are all smaller functions. We can define bigger functions also, which will do elaborative tasks. So suppose I'm defining a function called square, it will take a number and it will return me the square of the number. So here it is just printing. Here it is returning. It's like if I run this function, I can use this output to do further thing. So I can use like this, out is equal to square of 2. So my out, so it is not running because square is not defined. Now it is defined, it will run now, right? Print out. So now this, I can change it to maybe like what 5. If I run it, my out will be 25, right? Like this, I can define some part of functions. So we were at what object? Yeah, we were discussing, yeah, you did this right now, and tuples and list. So why I don't have that question? So what was the file name you were working with in your computer? So we were splitting.
Five, sir. Five.
Yeah, okay. You have 5 only, but I don't see that question here. So the question, what was the
No,
question?
sir,
Maybe 4, sir.
the one we are doing now is 2.
Yeah, exactly.
The second one. The one we are doing right now.
Yeah. Is the second one. Yes, cool. Okay. So let me open this. I'll go there. I'll show you how to solve.
Yes. 2.
Yeah. So let me. It is like
domain name.
Yeah. So I'll do it in a new notebook maybe. Right. So you have to suppose define. I want to define a new notebook, and I want to say it like practice. So I want to name it practice. Right. I'll rename it. Now my question was I have to define a function called domain get. So basically, so there has to be a ID, email ID. So I can write email, I can create a variable email is equal to, it will be holding a email ID. Like my ID is Vinay krishnasharma@gmail.com, right? And I have to fetch my email ID, my domain name from here, right? How can I do? So if I do my email, if I see it is vinakesharma@gmail.com, I want to grab only this part of my name. How can I do that? I can do that by using string. So I can do email dot split, because any email ID will only have one at the rate. So I will split it at the rate. I'll get like this. So any email ID has just two parts: the email ID and the domain name, right? So so if I fetch the first item, I will always get the domain name, right? So now this thing I have to automate. I have to write a function. So I will just pass my email and my function should give me the email ID. How can I do that? I can use define. The name can be get domain, right? And I can pass what my email. By default I can pass, suppose default is good, suppose I'll show you why. Suppose I do not define anything by default. So now do what I will do, what simple, in one line I can write return email dot split at the rate and the index of 1, right? This I can define. Now if I do what I do get, if I apply this function, how can I do? I can pass my email. What is my email? When I can just pass email like this. See, the output is gmail.com, right? So I can use it value here. So output, or you can say uh, domain is equal to get domain.com, and I can run this. I can do now, if I print domain, I get gmail.com. I can use it like anything. Okay, or I can split a dot if I